All right, friends, in this video, I want to just spend a couple minutes with you and talk to you about the most important thing you need to do every single day if you truly dream of making the money you're worth. So the big question is this: how is a tiny percentage of entrepreneurs blow the pack away? What are they doing that we're not? I asked myself that question for 10 years. I was failing forward and getting sick of it. I wanted to build a coaching business, but couldn't make any headway. So I started studying it. I realized that the world's most elite marketers, entrepreneurs, and gurus were all using the same 4-step system. I call it the authority factor. On the show, I'm going to prove to you that the authority factor worked for them and it'll work for you. My name is Ken Dunn. Let's get started. Hey guys, I'm here at one of my cottage properties, and I'm hoping I can just spin around here and you get a feel for this. So this is the main cottage, the chalet style cottage. That is the main cottage at this property, and then there's a second cottage right down there. And for all of my international friends, you might call them cabins, waterside properties. We call this a lake house. And it's just amazing. And there's a little fire pit outside area. I'm just making some steaks for dinner right now, but I wanted to spend a couple minutes with you and talk about probably the most underestimated thing that you should be doing every single day if you have any hopes at all at making millions of dollars and changing your life forever. And I wonder, showing you the backdrop of where I am right now and what I'm doing, I wonder if anybody is actually guessing what I'm about to tell you about right now. Because the fact of the matter is, I've had this freaking crazy awesome lifestyle for about 15 years now. And my family's traveled all over the world. We've got several of these types of properties that we get to hang out at. It's Thanksgiving weekend up in Canada, so we're up here at the lake house just making up some steaks. And I gotta tell you guys, I pictured this property in my mind about 25 years ago. And it was because of a Tony Robbins event. So the credit for this goes to Tony Robbins. There's no doubt about it. But I thought, because you're following me and you're listening to things that I say, I thought it might be a good idea for me just to jump right in here and endorse what Tony is saying and also put my own spin on it. And here it is, plain and simple. You have to start thinking this way. You have to start visualizing the things you want in your life before they're ever going to happen. And this is probably one of the biggest reasons why so many people out there never, ever get where they want to go. They get these negative thoughts in their mind and these negative, thought paths and the way they think in their mind, and they don't ever stop thinking about it. And negative thoughts lead to paralysis and activity. On the other hand, if you can create a dream board, and I know I'm the last person in the world anybody would be endorsing this habit, but if you can create a dream board, like literally old-fashioned cardboard with pictures of the things that you want in your life, and put it somewhere where you see it every single day, it's going to cause you to take action. In fact, if you write on that dream board, I will have these things by such and such a date, and I will put in 15-hour days if I have to every single day in order to get there. If you write that in bold letters and sign your name on it, what you're going to do in your subconscious is create a hypocritical reactionary effect to seeing that statement. In other words, what happens every time you sit down at your desk and you look at those pictures and you see that statement that you signed, it's going to force you to do things that you normally wouldn't. It's going to force you to keep going. You know the old saying, right? When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Well, that's what the tough are doing. The tough are causing themselves, every time they sit down, to put their backs up against the wall because they see that statement that they made and that they signed and that they put a date on, and they know that if they don't move forward, they're going to be a hypocrite. And you want to take that one step further, go tell people about it. Go tell people that you care about the things that are on your dream board and how badly you want them, and look them in the eyes and say to them, I'm going to get this thing by this date. See, what you do in those situations, friends, is you're training your subconscious to move forward, even when you don't feel like doing it. It's going to force you into action. And that's what happened to me. I remember back in 2018, I had an entire business collapse. I had an entire business fall apart, and I lost millions when that business collapsed. But I had my dream board. I had those things on my board. I had these cottages, these chalets on that dream board, and I kept staring at it every single day, and I'd sit down at my desk. I remember sitting down at my desk one day, and it was all falling apart around me at the time. And I was thinking about, how are my kids going to react? How is my wife going to react to this? And I started crying. And then I looked at that dream board, I grabbed a Kleenex and blew my nose, and I just refocused my energy on the things on that dream board, and I never ever stopped. Now I know, like, I can sit here and tell you this, hanging out on this crazy property. I mean, look at this place. Is this nuts or what? This is just one of our cottages, right? I can literally sit here all day and just tell you this, and you have the choice whether or not you believe it, or you want to try it, or you want to push yourself to do it. You can have the negative reaction that most people have when they hear things like this if you want to, but trust me, friends, you're never going to get where you want to go. On the other hand, if you decide right now, hearing this video, that is enough, and that there are dreams in your life that you want to accomplish, and you sit down and you draw out what those dreams are, watch how fast they happen. Hey friends, thanks for being here on the show today. Listen, if you really enjoyed the show, then I gotta tell you, there are hundreds of other shows just like this that will teach you everything you need to know about building an online business wrapped around helping other people. I focus completely on teaching people how to build coaching businesses. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications so you know when new shows are live. And because you're here with me right now, as a special invitation, I'm hosting an online workshop where I'm teaching people exactly how to build a coaching business. Well, what I'm going to show you is how I've built an 8-figure coaching business working exclusively right here from my home office. And it's a 4-step system: how to build your following and move those people to your email list, and then start selling your products and services to them. If you want to join the workshop, all you have to do is go to authorityfactor.info. I put that URL in the show's notes. Make sure you check it out.